Okay, cut music. And then cut the PC also. Okay, give yourself an applause for being here on a Saturday. No less a Saturday, right? Glad to see so many friends, familiar faces, even unfamiliar ones. That is the even more important ones, right? And that's actually part of my, or the integral part of what I'm going to speak in the next few minutes. And I'm trying to keep it as short and sweet as possible. You know, it's a corporate business meets rock and roll. Is what me and TC have always been talking about. And this fruition of this festival. Give it up for TC, ladies and gentlemen. Gig for Good Masterclass Music Festival 2026, Day 2. And you guys are still here, right? Fantastic. So what am I going to talk about? And I was thinking about it, right? So I was just thinking to myself, right? Hang on. Let's not think too hard. Let's actually just give you a kind of a sharing session. What I like to always talk and share with people, those who actually engage with me, right? Is iron sharpen iron. ISI, EC, what I call it, right? So iron sharpen iron, we all need to sharpen each other, we all need to talk to each other. We're human beings. It's not about the titles, it's not about whatever, right? It's all about human connectivity. So I'm going to actually talk about human connectivity, even though you see it's the art of the pitch. Sometimes when you hear about the pitch, it's talking about elevator pitch, it's talking about storytelling, it's talking about narratives, it's talking about selling, marketing, right? So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to give you a glimpse about myself, and I'm trying to give you a little sneak preview in terms of like, what have I been doing? Why am I doing it? And where am I going with this? And hopefully it resonates with each and every one of us here, and there's some takeaways, right? So let's go on. So basically, of course, this is where I am currently. I'm the director of industry development in PCOM, National Tech Association, which is supporting Gig for Good Masterclass Music Festival. Come on lah. It's the first time in PCOM's 40th anniversary, 40 years since our establishment, we're supporting a music festival. We've never done this before, right? It's always about tech. It's always about business. So now we have fused two things together with TC and the team, right? So it's fantastic. All right, so now let's move on, and hopefully my thing works lah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. No, it's not moving. Okay. So let me introduce you. You heard the MC Joy introduce myself, right? I've got to introduce my speaker. You didn't know that I had a speaker, right? There was a co-speaker. I have a co-speaker today. Can you guess who it is? There's no prizes lah. Come on lah. Okay lah, but I gotta give it to you lah, right? So it's me lah. Okay, but you are actually right also in a way, right? My guest today is my guitar. Okay, and this is one of my beloved. My wife is not here lah, so I can say beloved again lah, you know. So beloved guitars, right? It's more than 30 years old, right? And I think doesn't she still look good? Don't you think? Give her a clap lah. Give her a clap. It's my co-speaker. No, literally, she's my co-speaker, right? And that's what's going to happen. You think I'm joking? You really think I'm kidding around, right? This is my co-speaker, and she's been around with me throughout my journey from a business career to PCOM, to organizations and all that, and meeting each and every one of you here today and all that. And I'd like to share what has been happening with the music and so on, right? So everyone is selling something. Okay, now, quick one. So this is me sometimes in my corporate profile, in the official photo, when somebody asks, hey, Gerard, give me a photo of yourself. We need a photo we need a corporate photo in your suit and tie. You see, I don't wear a tie, right? Nowadays, I try and get away with murder, you know, and I don't wear a tie. You hardly find me with a tie, right? Worst case scenario. But even that, my tie probably be like a headband, right? So this is my suit, this is my picture. So everyone is selling something. This is me. How many of you were here last night? Yeah. Did you enjoy last night? Yeah. Okay. Shout some more lah. Enjoy last night. Okay. So if you were here yesterday, last evening, and you witnessed this, myself and the Studio 10 experience, the band that I have, probably sometimes you might say, hey, no, that's not the Gerard I know. Some of you who have known me longer will say, that's exactly the Gerard that I know, you know. So why am I showing you these two pictures, right? So there's the corporate part of it, of myself, and there's also the so-called, we say non-corporate. But from me to you, right, let me tell you something. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as corporate, non-corporate. It doesn't exist. It's all just jargons bandied about, by whoever and whatever, right? So it's like we always say, oh, that's a corporate thing. That's a music thing. And the musicians, that's corporate business. But let me tell you, what about if I tell you something? Both sides of me here, the corporate side, so-called corporate side, and the musician in me, right? What are we trying to do? Aren't we trying to earn your attention? If I'm in music, if I'm playing in a club or in an event, for example, even here, for example, right? If I'm going to see, let's say, an owner of a club or a dinner show or something, right? I'm trying to get their attention, right? And aren't I trying to get their attention? I'm trying to earn their respect as well. If I'm in the corporate, if I'm in PCOM and I'm engaging with our members, 3,000 over members, and I of course don't see everybody, right? But I try and see as many as I can, and then of course attract new members. When I'm engaging with potential members, I'm also trying to get their attention. Isn't that right? Don't you think so? It's the same thing, right? So far with me, right? Can I earn your trust? If I'm wearing a corporate hat and I'm talking about business, about a project or something, if I'm talking about a tender, for example, if I'm talking about, let's say, a business meeting, and so on, aren't I also trying to earn your trust? If I'm playing music and I'm playing, let's say, a chord or something, and I'm playing, let's say, like what Arasu, don't you think Arasu did a good job, by the way, huh? Come on, give it up for Arasu, I think fantastic. By the way, he practiced in my house, and I thought I'll just give him 1 hour. I think it took more than 2.5 hours, He was still there. So I said, Arasu, are you going anytime, Arasu? You're not leaving because he's so passionate. He's so passionate about it, right? And I'm trying to earn your trust as a musician as well. Then you have, can I move you? So this is very important. Huh? When I'm talking to a person, a member, a company, an organization, or a club, or a pub owner, or anything, right? Doesn't matter in music, right? I'm also trying to move you, right? I'm trying to not just earn your respect. I'm not trying to get your attention, but I'm trying to get you to feel with me the vibe. There's got to be a vibe, right? If there's no vibe, nothing actually works hand in hand. It doesn't happen. So what I'm trying to get everybody here to sort of like feel with me and also move with me together in momentum is that there's no distinction. Can you see it? There's no distinction between one picture on the left and to the right. Do you feel me? Are you feeling my music? Are you feeling? Did you all feel the music last night? You're my best ambassador, man. Okay? So if you felt the music, right? I gotta make you feel it. And if I'm talking about, hey, can you join PCOM as a member? Why didn't you join PCOM as a member? Let's say, for example, why didn't you join MFM as a member? I've got to move you. I've got to make you feel it. If you feel me and you feel that you can trust me, there's nothing more to say, right? There's nothing more that I can say. It's that, okay, I tell you something very simple. I'm an introvert. Do you believe that? Do you believe? No, you don't believe it. But I'm an introvert. For as long as I can remember, right? I will be the person that is lost, right, plastered at the corner of a event area of networking, and I just cannot talk to anybody. I can't talk to anybody. I just can't even open my mouth. I can't talk. I can't communicate. I can't even get myself to the nerve to talk to people. And music broke that out of me. It actually gave me a stage, a platform. When I started at the age of 10, my first public performance in school with a guitar, I still remember this, right? I went up there and I played Anak. How many of you all know the song Anak, Child by Freddie Aguilera, And when I played that, right, a simple strumming pattern, right? Then people were clapping my what did I do here? Okay. I can't see it on the screen. It's okay. And when I played there, everybody was like clapping and my parents were there and so on. When I came down the stage, there was a pianist, a young pianist who was coming up to play next. So he said, you know what he told me? He said, hey, brother, he said that last time we never used bro and all that. I don't know what he called me. He called me something. He said, hey, not bad, good, very good. But few mistakes. Until my age now, right? I still remember that statement that he told me. Not bad, but few mistakes. And I was an introvert. So that hit me hard. It hit me really hard and says, hey, hang on. I tried my best to do something like that. And then here's somebody telling me I made mistakes. So it discouraged me a lot. It took me a while to come out of it. But then, you know what I did? After that statement, after maybe a month or two, right, I decided to practice every other time that I had a chance to practice. Every other event, every other time a teacher asked us as a band, when TC and I first formed our first band in school, when we were in Form 2 at the age of 14, right? In LaSalle Brickfields, by the way, I got to promote our school, right? Not LaSalle PJ, for those of you who are here, that's not the good one. LaSalle Brickfields is the better one. Yeah, so I know LaSalle PJs are here. Okay, so, and then St. John's is also not a good one also. Okay, yeah. And I know also St. John's guys are here. So what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, right, any event we had a chance, an opportunity to grab and play, we played. And of course, being from a boys' school, all boys' school, right, we grabbed the first chance of playing at a girls' school, you know. So next door was a girls' school, St. Teresa's Convent. Of all the things, a convent. Okay, so can you feel me, right? So bolehkah join PCOM, bolehkah join MFM, bolehkah join join us in the music journey, you know, and so on, you know. So guess what? Correct or not? Both sides, same audience, same people. We are all people, right? People, humans. Whether you're in business, whether, okay, we may say oh no, Gerard, Jerry, or you call me Jerry, Hey Jerry, hey bro, business different. We're talking about tender, corporate, we're talking about this kind of level, C level. We like to use C level executives, you know, chieftains, CEO, CTO, CIO, CMO, CSO, whatever, you know. But end of the day, it's like, the music is, you know, it's different, right? It's a different concept. So we got to move. It's the same people. If you're all human beings, you gotta touch them, you gotta feel them, you gotta move them, right? So it's the same. For me, there's no difference. And that's what music taught me about pitching, is that end of the day, whether I'm on a guitar, or whether I'm singing, and whether I'm on a presentation stage with ministers, for example, you know, presenting to cabinet ministers or whatever, or government, or embassies and all that. And in PCOM, I intentionally have to do quite a bit of this, in terms of, you know, trade visits, delegates, foreign delegates and all that, right? So it doesn't mean. So what I've done is that, okay, this is, by the way, our sound barrier. Give it up for my first band with TC, you know. This is the band. This is the picture there. Okay? But just a qualifier, some of the guys in the band there, they just came because we were the cool guys, you know. So being in the band is being cool, you know. So, you know, I'm just kidding. So we came out in the newspapers. That time, you know, no social media. No, what do you call it? Even WhatsApp, no Facebook, no Instagram, no whatever, right? So we were in the newspapers, it's a big thing. Wow, our picture. And you can see TC. You know which one is TC or not? On the keyboard. What's the difference between this picture and that picture? That picture and this picture. Spot the difference. The hair. So you see, then and now. Before dieting, after dieting, you know? Okay? And then you got our band, the Studio 10 experience, no example. So what did it teach me about pitching? There's no difference. And it from young age, right, I started to get a feel of it. You know, like playing the guitar at the back of the class. And then I sort of understood the power of music also. That it could actually attract, it could influence. And I've learned it also at this position in PCOM. And I'm so grateful to PCOM, actually, to be honest. You know why? And I tell this to anyone who cares to listen. PCOM allows me a platform in my work, right? Let's imagine that. To fuse music and business and corporate stuff together. Although I say there's no such thing as corporate, whatever. It allows me a platform to put my music interest. And yesterday, Alex Low, our deputy chairman, was here. Even our chairman of PCOM was here. You know, our council members, our committee members, they came on field force. Arasu is a committee member also, you know. And I tell you, they're so supportive. And I don't think, I'm not sure, I can't vouch for that. Another career, perhaps another position, another company may not have given me the opportunity to do this. And I may not even be in front of you guys now, actually. So it's about opportunities also. So it taught me a lot about distinction, right? So listen, feel, connect, inspire, and then the encore. It's the same thing, right? You got to listen to people. And I like to listen to people. Some people here, I think there's some PCOM members here, so they say, hey, Jerry, hey, you listen to me, yeah, I listen to you, but when I send you email, you don't reply. I can hear some people laughing at you. They don't know what I'm talking about, you know. Honestly speaking, let me tell you something. I hate emails. I hate emails. I cannot stand emails. So people send me tons of emails, right? I'm like, okay. But you send me a WhatsApp, it's a different story, right? I'm like, okay, but don't send me like 3 pages WhatsApp, It's spam already, okay? Okay, the day I stopped hiding, okay, can you imagine? The picture on the left, right, was taken quite recently at TRX, right up on the 58th floor. And we had an event, right, a PCOM-led GBS event. So our members, as you can recognize some people, and you have the guitar, the same guitar, my guest speaker here, who has not spoken yet, She's quite silent. She's a silent type, more introvert. I don't, maybe not, sometimes spouses and the other house, right, they tend to listen more. When they're quiet, it's dangerous. Don't you agree, They're dangerous. So you gotta be careful, They're not introvert, right? So we had a big event, right? And you see the guitar is there, So it's there always, and sometimes I tend to keep a guitar in the car also. Musicians will tell you that's the wrong thing to do. Don't keep a guitar in the car because of the sun and all that. It's going to warp the guitar, Okay, but this one I got is a different type of guitar. It doesn't warp, okay? So then on the right, you got, example, an event that we played, okay, on May 1st, Labor Day. So we've got events. So imagine, we've got events every other month. PCOM events, GBS events. We've got events of the band every other month. So what's happening? There's a fusion of sorts. And I stopped hiding in the sense that I'm not hiding my musical interests any longer from the world, right? And for those of you who are on LinkedIn, so business meets rock and roll, okay? So the birth of Abang PCOM. For those of you on LinkedIn, you will understand what I'm talking about, that I don't hide my musical passion and interest and all that, right? So the art of the pitch, for me, right, it's not about just talking, not one-way traffic. It's not just about selling. It's not just about marketing. It's not just about 5 minutes, and so on. Okay, so let me fast forward. Okay, so industry friend over a cup of. Okay, so Abang PCOM was not created by me, by the way. It was created by a person called Peter Ho, one of our PCOM members, and over a cup of coffee, one fine day, he told me, look, Gerard, brother, I tell you what, you are actually Abang PCOM, and he explained to me why also. Carry the flame, the torch, and engage and talk and the passion about it. And I thought to myself, I like doing it. I like talking to people now. Introvert, talk to people, doesn't sort of equate, right? But that's what was happening actually. And I realized it, now. So trust, openness, action, continue the hustle, right? Ambassador of sorts. Wearing a badge with pride. So I think it's very important when we talk about pitching, right? When you walk away from a conversation of, let's say, a potential client, a customer, a potential member, right? It's not about there's an intentional thing, I want you to be a member. I want you to buy something from me. No. It is that you felt something so emotive, right? That you suddenly said, hey, hang on. I can remember the time I talked to Gerard. I remember the time I talked to Gerard. So there's a moment of intention there. But I don't remember that he was trying to sell me something. I'm not forcing you to become a member. And in truth, actually, I'm not. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a moment, a magical moment. Hopefully, it's magical. Hopefully, it's something you remember. And some of you here who have followed me and who have been in me and very supportive of our events, including this event example, I hope you do remember that there's something different about the pitch that I did, So community authenticity is very important in connecting. And let me just fast forward. These are my LinkedIn. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, all right? Gerard Pillai, TS Gerard. And I fuse music in every single LinkedIn post that I do. Every single post has got a music thing. People have been asking me about his music. I've got people asking me and texting me and saying, what song are you going to do today? Not playing. What song are you going to put on LinkedIn? They remember the song. And someone has told me, few people have told me, I am singing. That's either a church or it is the Time's Up. Okay? Okay, quick. You got to have humor as well. So, for those who have time, Corporate Rock Show is a podcast that I started about a month ago. Another one is dropping on Monday. TC was on give it up for TC lah. He was on the first podcast, that Corporate Rock Show. Okay, and I don't want to become like a repeated thing. So every leader, everyone has to have a soundtrack. Find your own sound. I am still finding my sound because I think every sound evolves as we grow, lah, right? It's not a one time only, right? I actually love music, and I think music is so powerful, and this festival is incredible. My final track, the encore, and let me bring up my co-speaker very quickly. People don't remember the pitch, right? They remember how you made them feel. Signing out, Abang Kikom. Thank you very much. But sorry, just 1 second. I know I'm out of time. This will take 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. You all okay with it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, let's get the sound up. Can we get the sound? Oh, sound is not coming up, is it? No. Is there sound? You know what? I'll tell you what, if there's no sound, it's okay. I'm just going to play. I think you can hear me anyway, right? Because I think I play loud enough. Yeah, but hopefully it doesn't come when I play loud. I'm going to strum really loud, okay? Okay, let's try, Okay, this is actually a gig for good song, right? So let's do it the way that we know. This is just all impromptu, Gig for good. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Gig for good. Gig for Good Music Festival. We are in PJ Pack, One Utama, on a Saturday afternoon. What are we doing here? I don't know, but do you know? I say 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey, come on, say, hey, hey, come on, hey, hey, sing it out, hey, hey. Gig for Good Music Festival. It's a lovely day to be here. Hey, 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 come on, hey, 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 hey. Gig for Good Music Festival. It's never too late to be on a Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Me and TC on late afternoon. It was on a Saturday too that we formed the first band. Hey, hey, ho! Hey, hey, ho! Ho, 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 ho! He, come on! Hi, hi! Come on! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! He, ho, ho! Ho, ho! Come on! Let's take it, come on! Gig for Good, come on! Gig for Good! Gig for Good Music Festival! Gig for Good! You know, this is supposed to be female, right? I've got to take care of her well, right? Gig for Good Music Festival. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Abang Pikom signing out. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.